Guys, I'm here with the new Blaze Pro Griddle. Griddles are becoming more and more popular. This one's on a cart. You can do it as a cart or built-in. Griddles are a little bit harder to review. You can see I have a whole store full of grills, and grills do have a lot of carryover, but there are a lot of differences between barbecues. Griddles, there's less differences. This does have some really cool features that I'm excited to talk to you about, but most importantly, we gotta cook on it. We're gonna be cooking some smash burgers today as we review this, and I'm hungry, so let's go. All right, let's break down the outside first. Our guys forgot to install a side shelf, but it does come with two side shelves when you do a cart. So not just one, so that's kind of weird. Now, when you do a cart model, it is foldable. So that's gonna fold up and down. Side shelves are important, especially on a cart, because you definitely need places to store things. You can do it as a built-in if you want to build this into an outdoor kitchen or do a cart. And normally, like, I'm not in love with their carts, but I'm pleasantly surprised with this cart. One, we have soft close storage, pull out propane, so that makes the propane very, very handy. If you're doing natural gas, see the cutout here, the square cutout? It comes with a trash can too. So if you're on natural gas, this can just be trash storage. So the cart is actually very functional. If you were to do this built in, I like that it's got nice clean lines. It does have a nice belly bar here. I just think that's attractive. Our knobs are lit up. Now they advertise non-slip. Now, when's the last time you started a grill and your hand slipped off? Has that been a thing?
Never.
Sometimes these guys, it's like we're grasping at straws with some sort of features that we're talking about. Non-slip. Now, it is true that does have some roughness and toughness. It's like, it's almost, what do you call this? A throttle on a motorcycle? It's like a motorcycle throttle. Well, your hand's not gonna slip anyway. Digital controls here. Well, not controls, but it's basically a digital control center that's gonna show us our meat probes. I'm gonna talk about the meat probes in a second. Power button. Now, what is cool is you can hear this ignition system going. That's a piezo spark igniter, which tells me this thing does not need power to start. So even though it has power for the knobs, that's really just for your display and your LED lights. It's not required. You can use this grill without power, no problem. Now this is the throttle, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah, so that's cool. I like that this rotates, just makes it easy to use. The lid is spring assisted. So when we're talking about not having a lot of differentiators with griddles, having a spring assisted hood is a nice little compliment. Especially out in the elements. I had a griddle, built-in griddle at my last house, the Lynx one. Did not have a great cover for it. It was just like a heavy, cumbersome lid. So I took it off, and then this is just always full of leaves and dust, and it's just kind of a problem. So that's a nice feature. A few things with griddles. One, griddles can tend to get too hot and potentially not have even heat. So I'm curious to test that. I want to test the heat control on this, so we'll get into that in a second. Another issue that griddles have is they're just, quite frankly, there's no way around it. They're just messy. So I do like this here. So we have a removable tray, and I like how this lip kind of overlaps that, so we're not gonna have, like, you don't want a ton of that leaking out. So you want to keep this kind of tight to that lid. It does remove easily. One thing that would be cool with this, and it's not a deal breaker, but if this was two pieces, but I get why it's not. If this was two pieces, you could fold it up into a dishwasher, but then you're just adding a seam and having potential for more issues. So one thing that they advertise is that their griddle, it's 304 stainless steel and very heavy duty. And so I wanted to test that, and it's true. Let's see. It's just kind of sitting in here, but this thing is heavy. Look how thick this 304 stainless plate is. So that's gonna help with warping or rusting. Not gonna have any issues there. If your piezo igniter, so see our ignition system down here, if that were to go out, that spark, this is a match drop tube. You would just light a match, drop it into here, and then have your propane go and drop it on top of the burner, and you'd be ready to roll. We got 3 U-shaped burners. Each one is 15,000 BTUs. So we have a total of 45,000 BTUs. 3 zones. So we got zone deflectors here. So we should be able to do different temperatures in different zones. And then we also have our temperature probes as well. So that's really cool and kind of unique, is they have zone temps and probe temps. So that actually is handy. The probe temps, I think, are a total waste, and I'll get to that in a second. But the zone temps here, that's what these little thermometers are reading each zone. So we should have good temp control over each zone with a heavy duty griddle plate that should hold temp evenly. Definitely not gonna have warping or rusting issues. And then see these reinforcements here? This is gonna help with warping or rusting as well. Did you see those little connectors? So if the wind were to blow out a burner, those little connectors would reignite the burners. So under the hood, I'm not seeing any design issues at all. I think it's pretty cool. Let's get these on. Kind of just gotta go by sound. You can hear that burner ignite. That's the hard thing with griddles, is you don't have as good of a visual as a gas grill. So they're all on. Let's kind of put them on low heat for a little bit. Let's oil this up because we got to get this seasoned. All right, gonna just throw some avocado oil on here. Avocado oil is good because it like an olive oil or something burns at a really low temp, and we don't want that. So avocado oil is good for this. All right, we're getting the prep station ready. Lettuce, tomato guy, or plain on your smash burger?
Lettuce, tomato every time.
Every time?
Yep.
You, Alex?
On a smash burger, usually no.
Yeah, same.
On like a big juicy burger, yeah.
Also, interesting choice. So you went with like good quality cheese.
Colby Jack.
Colby Jack on on smash burgers, I'm just like fake American cheese. I want it gooey. So you're what about you, Alex?
Craft singles usually.
Craft singles?
singles.
Yeah. How do you temperature probe your smash burgers?
I don't. Great.
What about your pancakes?
Pancakes always to 184. Perfect.
Bacon. What can you temp probe on a griddle?
I think the only time I would ever use a temperature probe if I had a big, fat, juicy steak that I sous vide or smoked before, and
you're just gonna finish it on the griddle?
yeah.
That's my only qualm with this grill. It's cool that it has them, but I think it's a completely unnecessary feature. Would you agree? Them temperature probes?
I would never use them.
I like the zone temperature readings that they're giving us, but the actual temperature probes themselves, not for anything we're gonna be cooking on a griddle. Let's get the temperature up on this a little bit. I want to curious how hot this can get. Griddles are becoming more and more popular. They're becoming more of a mainstay in our outdoor kitchen design. So another thing we failed to mention is most griddles out there for a built-in kitchen with a stainless top are gonna be like 30 inches. So our actual griddle plate is 30, almost 37, but it's gonna be a 40-inch cutout in your barbecue island, which is really cool because doing a big pile of like fried rice, or if you're doing different sections, I love that we have different zones. So if you want to bake in on high heat, or you wanted like to be doing some over easy eggs on some lower heat, it's big enough where you can do a lot with it. I like their lid system. So it's like, it's a full stainless plate, but then you see these really heavy duty weld lines. We're gonna have no spillage anywhere. There are some leveling screws underneath. So if you wanted this to be level, or you could level or screw up the back screws if you wanted everything to sort of flood towards, not flood, drip towards your drip tray. You can do that too. It's weird, our right burners tend to run hotter. So our left and middle burner, I have them all about the same. Yeah, I have them all cranked up. Our right burner's been running about 30 to 40 degrees warmer. Could be the breeze today. It is cool to know, like visually know immediately where your hot spots are. Because otherwise you just have to find out the hard way. Like, oh, this is burning over here. For me, features that are important are features that affect the way we cook. Like the meat probes, that doesn't affect the way I cook. Like this lid, if you're trying to hold moisture in here or steam or something, affects the way you cook. Having your temp probes visible or your temperature zones visible is gonna have a direct impact on how you cook.
I like where you're going with the lid too. The one I have at home just has like a lid you have to pull off and set to the side somewhere.
And it's just always dirty, or it's not like your ground's always clean outside. So it's not like you wanna set your lid on the ground. All right, so we have one of our resident salesmen, Braden here. Hey. I've been slipping a little bit, so you're the knowledge expert. Walk us through the product line. So there are a few options with the Blaze Griddle, right?
Yeah. So there's
By the way, if you call, you could probably ask for Braden. We'll plug there.
Yeah.
He might get a few extra sales.
Thanks, boss. So there is a 40-inch line and then a 30-inch line. The 40-inch only comes in the LTE Pro, which the distinction is you have this digital timer that does all the good stuff. It monitors your propane level.
So that just is one model. The 40 inch.
Yeah, 40 inch. And
Just
then
comes loaded up.
Yep, loaded up. And then the 30 inch is the LTE Plus. So you're basically getting the same thing, except you're not getting that digital little display right there.
So there's sort of the line logic. You can see too, as we're cooking this in, we're getting some hot spots like directly above our burners, but that's gonna be natural because we got our U-shaped burners in there. So you can see right above our burners, it's gonna run just probably a touch hotter.
All right, choose your weapon, boss.
I think we go probably bigger.
Bigger. I like it. Go big or go home.
Turn them back all the way to low. Get a little more oil because these cattle that we have here, we raise them ourselves here. They're grass-fed down the road, and they are very, very lean.
You want to put some onions down first and then the burgers on top, or onions separate?
What do you like to do?
I like the onions down and then burgers right on
Smash it?
top. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Onions smell good right away. Some thick old boys. They don't want to smash.
Starting to smell good already.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be getting a lot of hate for using margarine, Tony.
Yeah, that's all right. I love the haters. Gotta watch my figure.
That's why you did real cheese, huh?
Those cows were lean, man. Didn't you? What'd you feed them over there?
They just ate whatever grass was in the field, man.
Was there a grass shortage or?
They were pretty thick. One was
Were they?
Black Angus.
Okay, look good. Nicely toasted.
Okay, let's take this on inside. Let's go try this one. Never, ever on a burger. You?
Not usually. Not on a homemade burger, at least.
Definitely mustard. This one has onions on it already. We'll throw some pickles on there. And then let's try it quick. Oh yeah. Do you like your smash burgers super thin?
Super thin, I do.
These end up a little thicker, but really good.
I like them really thin with a nice crust on them so that it has a little bit of that crunch.
I love the onions smashed right in it. What's nice about this is you can just crank these out. Like if you had a party going, you just fly through burgers.
Yeah, the griddles are great for entertaining, not only smash burgers, but they're so versatile. A lot of fun for parties, getting people involved, getting the kids to cook, something super simple for your kids to start cooking with and having fun.
This is really good. This turned out perfect.
That
You guys wanna try one?
didn't have a chance.
No.
Feels like it really cooled down quickly too. Like it didn't retain a lot of heat like a cast iron one would.
Yeah.
Like I was a little worried about these burning up, but
No, I turned it down and they're kind of holding temp well because sometimes what's the problem with griddles is they can get away from you.
yeah.
Like, and then once they get away from you, should we pull these two?
Yep.
Once they get away from you, it's like, then you can't back it down hardly, you know? Like once you're too hot, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the benefits of the stainless steel griddle versus the cast.
One of the benefits too with stainless steel is going to be when we clean this. Like you can be rough with this thing. Like a cast iron one, you can scratch easy. Dude, honestly, I love burnt stuff. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Like burned cheese and onions and a little bit of beef. Am I crazy or no?
I don't think so.
No, this is, oh my gosh. Look at that fried cheese with some onion and beef.
And we finally got rid of 3 pounds of the 300 pounds of ground beef we had in the freezer.
297 pounds ago.
There goes that diet.
Yeah, guys, this is well, this pretty lean ground beef. This is about as healthy as it gets.
So your lettuce on your smash burgers?
Yeah, I love lettuce.
I like lettuce too, Aubrey.
Ketchup too.
Don't let them get you.
So where's it at if you don't want it on there?
Everyone.
Here's got one.
So I turned the burners back on, and we're going to high heat. Ooh. That melt off for a second. So that ice kind of congeals all this junk. That's another advantage with the stainless steel, is you can just go to town with water. Can't really do that on cast iron. Now, you know me, Alex. Is this my specialty?
No.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, not that cleaning isn't your specialty, but you're not known for like putting things away.
That's what my wife says. And I guess our cameraman probably spend more time with me next to my wife. So there it is. Now, as a closeout, once this cools down, I'm gonna coat it again because we pretty much probably cleaning it deprived it a little bit, so that way it's nice and seasoned for next time we cook. I think I could do a little bit better job, but we don't want to keep you guys. Stay tuned for more videos. This is the Blaze Pro Griddle. Really, really awesome. I bet you this will become one of our best-selling griddles in short order.